Hi, I'm Stratham, editor at TechForge Media, here today with Nicholas Pazienti, Business Development Manager at Sastrify. Nicholas, can you give me a quick idea of a customer's journey from start to finish with Sastrify?
Yeah, the first thing that we'd do with a customer is centralize all of their subscriptions into one place. So that can be anything from your project management software right the way through to your CRM, dev tools, anything it might be, all consolidated into our easy-to-use platform so that you have a clear oversight and governance of all of your SaaS stack. Now, the next step to that is, say you have a renewal coming up for vendor A. You need 100 professional licenses, and it's going to take you, and you're open to a 2-year contract. Now, the next question is how much should you be paying for that contract, right? So the vendor's going to give you their list price, but we all know that that's not what you're going to end up paying. So how much should you pay? Do you reckon you can get 10%, 20, 30, 40, 50? Nobody really knows that. Well, that's what happens with Sastrify. We'll be able to say, from our benchmark database, you should be paying somewhere between A and B for each and every one of your platforms. For those requirements, we expect it will be within this sort of threshold. Now, the next part of that is, do you have the capacity to go through the lengthy negotiation of working with that account executive or whoever it is to try and get that price? Okay? If you do have the capacity, that's fine. We'll provide you with all of the information and equip your team to go and negotiate with that vendor. Or we can actually go ahead and take over that negotiation for you, ensuring that you get the best price possible for each and every one of your SaaS tools across your entire SaaS stack.
All right. So what have been some of the most popular SaaS apps with clients this year?
That's a really good question. I think with the more and more companies switching to remote setups, hybrid setups, communication's been absolutely critical. So using apps, communication apps like Slack, as well as all of those cloud-based apps that you usually use, have had to develop themselves further to make things, I guess more. Can I do that question again, or you got it?
Yeah.
Is that all right?
Yeah. Let me ask it again. So what have been some of the most popular SaaS apps for clients in 2022?
Yeah, so I'd definitely say that communication apps have definitely seen a large rise with the advent of a lot more companies working remotely or on hybrid models. Keeping that collaboration and communication channels open is critical. So apps like project management tools like Asana, Monday, right the way through to communication tools like Slack are super prevalent amongst our users at the moment.
So say I'm a company. I want to procure some SaaS software. What would be your best advice for me?
Yes, again, a really good question. Now, there's a few things. I'd say, for us to give one piece of advice, is preparation is absolutely key. So getting in as early as possible. Often what happens, or what we find with companies before they start working with us, is that negotiations are left to the last minute. You're not in a good position to get the best price if that happens. The vendor can drag their heels and you'll end up paying more than you should do. So the earlier you start that process, the better. Also, having a clear assessment of what you need as the business and what parts of functionality of the tool you're going to require. So as an example, do you need 100 enterprise licenses, or could you go for 80 basic and 20 enterprise? Have a real good think about what it is that you want to, what your requirements are, and does this tool match that?
Right, great. Thanks for joining us at the event. We hope you enjoy the rest of the weekend.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.